accountability versus support. What even is that? Like, what's the difference, Alana? I heard someone say the word support in a sentence that normally would have the word accountability. And I say it normally would. I don't know if this particular person, I don't even remember who it was that said it, but I don't know if this particular person would normally say accountability. But, you know, sometimes you have predictive thoughts, like you kind of know what the person is about to say. And I just knew they were going to say the word accountability, but instead they said the word support. How can I hold someone in support, if you will, right? And I got to thinking, that feels different. To have someone say, okay, let's get together and let's chat about, you know, the goals that we set or what we talked about the other day, or however you would categorize that. And then you guys get together for, you know, what normally would be considered an accountability call. But this is where we support each other. That's what masterminds are often made of. That's what accountability groups, quote unquote, are actually made up of. Pardon me. But in this scenario, instead of getting together with your cohorts or chatting with someone and holding them accountable, you offer your support towards helping them achieve what it is they set out for, whatever it is, right? Let's say instead of accountability for your new fitness plan or your new nutrition plan, what if you had someone who could support you in that? What if instead of holding someone accountable, we could lift them up in support? Doesn't that feel different? Doesn't that feel more progressive? Doesn't that feel like love? Doesn't it feel exciting? Doesn't it feel more, what's the word? Productive. Like, oh my gosh, instead of having to live up to this particular expectation, we can be supportive to one another. So what would that look like? Okay, let's do the contrast. When you're holding someone accountable, here's what it feels like. Well, why didn't you achieve what you said you were going to do last week? Well, what was it that stood in your way? Well, you're a woman of your word, right? Why didn't you just do what you said you were going to do? That's what I think of when I think of accountability. And here, I completely understand, because I'm a wise woman, that some of you may conduct your accountability calls or your mastermind accountability groups in the way that I am describing support. Totally fine. I'm not actually talking about that. I'm talking about people who get into an accountability group, and I witness a person who is some sort of coach. It's a gentleman, and they were having a call, and on the call, I forget what the thing was. I think maybe they had to drink a certain amount of water in a day. It was a lot of things. It wasn't just fitness, but one of the things that they were challenged to do is drink a certain amount of water every day. And when he was tapping in with this accountability group, he was very aggressive about it. In my opinion, this is my opinion, this is what makes Alana tick. These are how it comes across to me through my filter of the life that I've lived, the trauma that I've overcome, and the drama that I've participated in. And his response was something like, well, why didn't you do that? You just drink the fucking water. It's that simple. You pour the water, you fix the water, and you just drink it. And I'm paraphrasing, and keep in mind, this could just be how I felt when the person said it. Many of you may know who I'm talking about. And I think the guy said something like, you know, I just love Dr. Pepper, or I just love Diet Coke. Something was his response.